Welcome back in, you guys. Welcome back in. I was meditating on this energy and what's happening right now, where we are currently. I'm starting this reading at the planetary hour of Saturn, Moon in Capricorn. All right. And as I was meditating, I mean, the amount of major arcanas that came out of this deck was like insane. Okay. And it keeps pointing to a new beginning. And as I pulled the spread, I pulled 888. It has to do with something pertaining to the aftermath of this portal, the 888 portal. Aquarius's energy keeps popping out the deck, the star card, I mean, over and over and over again. All right, we're approaching here the energy of this full moon in Aquarius. All right, I did pull my runes out again. This is going to be the Astro reading, so I'm going to go through and, you know, touch base with the energy and more so meditate on it, see what I'm getting. But I'm going to pull a rune as well. All right, let's go over the Sabian symbol real quick and where we are with the energy of the moon in Capricorn. It looks like we're heading to the 4th degree mark. So this one speaks about a party entering a large canoe. Now think about a canoe. A canoe is on water. All right, a large party. It's giving me your collective of people. If you're supposed to be celebrating something, this is you and your people heading, all right, on this canoe. It says major simultaneous collective changes of life. Uprooting as a family or tribe demands a very high degree of group consciousness and belief in shared values. Group responsiveness to collective emergency. At times, a group needs to change its situation at a radical level out of war, climate change, or other critical factors. What can become necessary is collective migration, or at least a major reorientation of attitudes, methods of production, or levels of consumption, for example. It's happening all the time somewhere on the planet. The rights of individual expression are suspended then. Each member of the group has to do their bit and surrender to the will of the collective need for the joint concerted action under clear, strong, and dynamic leadership. All right, so yes, this is going to continue speaking about bringing things into order. All right, this one says here, clear-mindedness and efficiency are leadership qualities promoting good order and effectiveness. Before embarking on a new enterprise, we make important adjustments of a practical nature in order to prepare appropriately for whatever experiences may come to pass. It's like packing a canoe properly so that the dangers of later instability are minimized. It's creeping me out. Not gonna lie to you. It's creeping me out. There seems to be a major shift in the energy. All right, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm feeling it. All right, so that's the moon at 4 degrees. Okay, we just crossed over the whole energy of the sun, trining over to Chiron in Aries today. So Aries and Libra keeps coming up in my energy. I read it out in the collective reading earlier, and where I said Aries and Libra has the mental high number of 5 today. But for some reason, Capricorn is off the chart. Capricorn is completely off the chart when it comes to energy. All right, I feel like incognito. We don't know what's going on right now. But there's a sense of changes that are happening and people stepping into positions of leadership. Okay? By the way, I turned off the chat, you guys. I want to stay very focused on this reading. So if you're in here, thank you for coming in. All right, just stick with me here while I run through this energy. Runes. Let's see what comes out. I got Naldi's. All right, so this is given heavy Capricornian energy. It speaks about delays, restriction, resistance leading to strength, innovation, The need fire, self-reliance, distress, confusion, conflict, and the power and the will to overcome them. Okay? So because we are with the moon in Capricorn, brings lots of restriction, lots of discipline, where the authority figures are stepping in, all right? I kept getting the energy of the Eight of Swords coming out. It's almost kind of feeling like people are more so trapped in fear right now, unafraid to take a step forward. The Nine of Swords, it's almost like bringing a sense of anxiety in or stress in the energy. I keep seeing those. This is the Mars and Gemini Nine of Swords energy. Eight of Swords, that's going to be, what's that? I can't even get it out. I'm telling you, my mind is like so elsewhere right now. Saturn in Gemini. Sorry, Jupiter in Gemini. I'm telling you, my mind is like 8 and 9 of Swords. Whatever happened with that conjunction of the Mars and Jupiter in Gemini energy, that's what's happening right now. With the moon being in Capricorn, it's given a heavy restrictive type of energy when it comes to understanding something, being able to communicate something. Since about 2 days ago, I've been doing my readings and they've been disrupted in the middle of me speaking about something that I feel is of the most significant, like important. So Jupiter in Gemini, Mars in Gemini, 8 and 9 of Swords I'm seeing. I keep seeing the Star card energy. And I feel that the Star card is representing the energy of the amount of intuitive knowledge that's meant to be poured out on the collective right now. Okay. I'm going to roll the Astro dice. Let's see what comes out. So now these. That's the rune. Nausea. That's what this word means in Albanian language. Nausea. Being nauseous in your energy. Or feeling that way. I don't know. So I was like trying to understand what these runes meant. And what they were like, you know, representing in the English language. Alright, so I'm seeing Libra in the 12th house with the energy of Neptune. This is the energy of Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio. All right, but I'm not looking at it that way. I'm seeing the energy of Libra being, let's think about the Justice card. And let's think about the 12th house, right? This is almost like if we're at this specific gate, this portal, and where we're supposed to cross to the other side to understand the realm of the unknown. The 12th house is the realm of the unknown. It's almost as if you're coming in and being judged. That's what this is giving me. Neptunian energies is going to feel more so, you know, are you balanced when it comes to the energy of your subconscious state as well as tapping in with the energy of the consciousness? It has to be balanced. So the 12th house overall, let's speak about it, right? It can feel like a sense of imprisonment. It can speak about those that are, you know, having illnesses, feeling sick. Once again, I'm feeling like someone's nauseous and the energy about what's going on here. Feeling like almost nervous, anxiety-wise, stressed. All right. But Neptunian energy in the 12th house is in its domicile. It definitely has a heavy emphasis on, you know, spirituality behind it. Tapping into the energy of the intuition. And I spoke about this energy the other day. How can we collectively bring everybody on the same frequency? And that's through the energy of love, which is in the 12th house as well. All right, so maybe the moon being in Capricorn right now where there's so much restriction. All right, we have to find a way to remain innovative and utilize our strength to overcome the energy of the confusion, whatever the illusion is. Whatever seems to be causing the conflict and having the power to overcome that. All right, let's see. I got Taurus in the 5th house with Saturn's energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. But Saturn is currently in Pisces. So I'm thinking of Capricorn in the 12th house, because Pisces rule the 12th house. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. I'm sorry, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aries. Okay. But if Capricorn's in the 12th, then that's going to be Aquarius's energy. All right. Someone has something creative that's meant to put out there. All right. Someone has something creative that needs to be put out there. And it's given me in the 5th house being self-expressive, right? Doing something that you find is as almost a hobby. But it's staying very disciplined in that, right? Focused on that, mastering that is what this is giving me. If it pertains to you starting up a business, I keep seeing Saturn and Taurus's energy. I read that energy out multiple times within the last 3 readings. All right. It speaks about putting in long and patient work in something that can more so grab the attention of the public eye. 5th house energy. It's like you being publicly seen for some sort of knowledge or something that you know by doing something creative. Okay. Work with me here. I feel nervous, to be honest. I don't never come into my readings this way, but I feel super, super nervous. Now I'm seeing Venus energy here with Scorpio in the 5th house. Anytime Venus is with Scorpio, it's at its detriment, meaning there's secrets behind something. That's the representation of, let's say, like the 7 of Cups. Like if someone was trying to confuse you, that's the energy behind what's happening in the 5th house, where you're actually putting in the long and patient and hard work, but someone making it seem as if it's not reaching the public eye. It's like putting rose-colored glasses on somebody and saying, that's not what you saw. That's not what you heard. That person doesn't know what they're talking about. It gives it a sense of, you know, putting a restriction on what you have to say. It's something like that. I can't make it up. And it's almost like the only way that you could tap into this specific energy, because now I'm seeing Venus with Aquarius's energy here, which we already know that's the energy of the 5 of Swords. It's giving a sense of needing to detach. Needing to detach more so from being so stuck up in your head, right? If it's overcoming like the energy of that 8 and 9 of Swords energy, that's like feeling entrapped, right, mentally. But more so tuning into the frequency in the 12th house of love, of the subconscious, through intuition. So I'm seeing Sun, Moon, Rising Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising Pisces. I'm seeing, you know, Capricorn overall being in this energy. And I said the other day there was something pertaining to Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces at the end of the readings, where every time I was channeling their energy, it was coming out spiritually, heavy in the spiritually. I mean, go back and listen to the last 2 all signs readings. That's why today I said I'm not even sure if I'm going to do an all signs, because I don't know what this energy is all about. There seems to be a shift in the energy where, you know, masculine energy is taking over right now. All right, so here I see Aquarius in the 9th house with the energy of the North Node. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini energy. And once again, did I not just say I felt like the star card energy was meant to gain the wisdom and the knowledge to pour it back out to the universe? That's what this is giving me. It's like if Aquarius is in the 9th house, gaining all of the higher knowledge pertaining to, you know, spirituality and bringing it up to the North Node. North Node is like part of everyone's destiny. I just heard this has changed. It's changing now. All right, like the energy is going to change. This is what's causing the change. I'm seeing Taurus in the 11th, which is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, but I'm seeing it come out with Uranus here. So I'm looking at it as Taurus being in Uranus pertaining to 11th house energy, the community of people. Uranus rules the 11th. There has to be some sort of energy that comes in to stabilize the collective. Those that are, you know, in group consciousness right now. There has to be a change to that. But doing it creatively. Down on the bottom of the deck, I kept staring at this rune here. It says Gibo. So it says gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. So the energy of the Six of Wands I kept seeing earlier. Not the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the equal give and take energy. All right? Equal reciprocity. But exchanging contracts. I'm trying to tell you. It's given me as if we were coming out of this 888 portal, being judged and opening up the doors and saying, okay, if you sign this contract, Libra energy, and you head on to the other side, you have a duty to do here. It is your duty, and I feel like it's very restrictive type of energy. This is not something you fuck around with. It's like you have the knowledge. It's your duty to go put it out there. There's no delays. Now's the time. And I was hearing that in my reading the other day too. Now's the time. So Willow is under Gibo. Success, goals achieved, honor, the life force, health. A time when power will be available to you for positive changes in your life. Victory, health, and success. I feel like those that are being gifted with the power are meant to come in and change. All right, what the collective is like. If it's dealing with any type of restriction, anything pertaining to conflict, if it happens to be that there's some sort of delays happening in the energy, it's like you're being given the wisdom and the knowledge to speak out so everyone can come collectively together and move forward successfully. Everybody has to more so be focused on their achievements. And I said earlier, from the 1st to the 5th degree in Capricorn in the Sabian symbols, it spoke about accomplishment. All right. It says here, in observing the effects of unrestrained personal power and experiencing destruction and entropy with awareness, through these challenging experiences, the evolution of soul consciousness occurs. When group responsiveness arises to deal with a collective emergency, it may become expedient to use this very personal power to avoid catastrophe and accomplish a difficult outcome. One more roll, you guys. One more roll. I just heard Aquarius has to come in and do their job and be the rebellions. This is part of the partnership, the relationship that you have to spirit. I'm seeing Aquarius in the 7th house, which is obviously going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo, which Leo is the energy of the sun. It's sourced. But I'm seeing Mars with this Aquarius's energy. Mars in Aquarius, that's a rebellion person, a rebellious person. I was picking up this energy earlier in the reading. Okay? It says here, freedom of action is of utmost importance to Mars Aquarians. Rarely following old methods blindly, people with this planet sign combination do things their way, which is probably in a quiet, innovative, and unorthodox style. Mars Aquarians happily expend their energies on the new, novel, and scientific, and have a natural talent with gadgets, which could develop into genuine inventive talent. However it goes, Mars Aquarians will invent something. The company of friends is of enormous importance to people with this aspect, as they are more likely to be strong, energetic, and male. Willing supporters, too. People described by this card are probably not quiet when it comes to showing their discontent with outmoded or unfair social attitudes, and it is hard to find the Mars Aquarians who do not have a good humanitarian cause to battle for. So it's giving me those that are willing to stand up and say something are the Aquarians right now. I spoke about the energy and where we were back in February when the new moon in Aquarius happened, and how there was a conjunction of planets in that specific energy in February. We had Mars in Aquarius, Mercury was in Aquarius, Venus was in Aquarius, the new moon happened in Aquarius, Pluto was in Aquarius. You guys, almost damn 6 planets, while the sun was in Aquarius at the same damn time. So here we are coming towards the full moon in Aquarius, where it's like Aquarians have been the rebellions throughout half of the fucking year already. All right, the Mars Aquarians' oddball outlook on life makes it easy for them to examine anything established or traditional to see whether its rules and regulations are still viable. So if it comes to you being someone that's utilizing the energy of Saturn, which is, rule following and structures and discipline, when it comes to, it's almost like that shit doesn't count anymore. This is what matters. And I feel like those that are signing this contract at the door coming out of this 888 portal, it's your duty to make sure that you put this out there. It says that they are rarely afraid to express views that are not the norm and show great courage in following their beliefs against all odds in order to overturn a situation which they believe is unfair or illogical. All right, so leading a protest, expressing discontent with authority, the courage to be different, and anger over indifference. I read that one out, in the last reading as well. I'm just telling you guys what the energy is that's coming through here. All right, enough of the dice. I'm seeing S. Looks like a backward Z. I'm seeing X. And this looks like a cross to me. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to Psychic Tarot now, you guys. Let's see what comes out.
Where's that?
I'm reading, babe. I don't know. Call your phone. So financial and material changes are coming up. I spoke about this energy as well. All right. And how the importance of saving your money at this time. There seems to be something that's accelerated right now. Mercury and Sagittarius is energy with the 8 of Wands. It's pertaining to spiritual prosperity. So it's almost as if whatever financial or material changes you're experiencing right now, it doesn't matter. The challenge here right now is to accept where we're heading, where, where we're accelerating into the near future. Sagittarius' energy is spirituality. And what the gold is meant to bring in is some sort of spiritual prosperity. It's not about just the material. Six of Pentacles is both. That's the equal give and take. Six of Pentacles, once again, moon in Taurus. That's going to happen on the 23rd, 24th, 25th. On the 24th, I can tell you now that Vesta, which is the asteroid of spirituality that speaks about sacrifice and devotion, steps into Virgo. Okay? Where one of these cards just spoke about health. Where is it? So Willow. Success, goals achieved, honor. All right, the life force when it comes to the energy of your health. All right, Virgo is health. That's what it is. Three of Cups. I'm telling you, I feel like there was some sort of opening in the energy where something was supposed to be celebrated. Mercury and Cancer energy. So once again, if you've been studying in the home environment, all right, let's just say, you receive messages and you can be like a spokesperson for, the energy of those, on the spiritual side of things. I feel like rejoice in celebration. It's like you're being celebrated on the other side for completing whatever this, portal was. It's a very difficult portal. Balance. See what I'm saying? It's like being celebrated with your gift, coming back into the energy of balance. Gibo here says gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and of generosity. So once again, with Vesta stepping out of Leo and where the sun has been shining and where this full moon is going to take place in Aquarius, stepping into Virgo, it's speaking about the sacrifice and the devotion that you've had to your spirituality. And how now you can utilize this energy to be generous and be of service to other people, Virgo energy in the 6th house. Indicating bringing in balance collectively to relationships and the exchange, the equal give and take with the energy of the 6 of Pentacles, to personal relationships and or partnerships and or being contracted to do so. Okay? It's almost as if you were abundant one point in your life and this specific path was meant to come up for you pertaining to how the transits were happening in your chart. Spirit made you go through some sort of financial or material changes in your life where you had nothing else to turn to but spirit, because that was going to make you accelerate in a specific way where you were going to learn how to take whatever spirit gave you and give that to the next person. Why? Because it's important for collectively this specific information and what's happening to come back around full circle. Something about that. So that the collective can come back into balance somehow, some way. That's strategy for your ass. Right there. That's the way the life force energy is working here. Okay? That's crazy. Because this is what I'm saying. It came out in the challenge as how can we get the collective to accelerate very quickly? The motion of acceleration needs to go quickly. How do we do that? We make this person that has I don't know, it could have been Capricorns, Aquarius, Pisces, that were going through this energy in order for them to be the first ones to experience it. You experience loss, Spirit gives you your gift, you bring the collective back into balance, and you move forward with success pertaining to your goals that you're now trying to achieve for the near future. Okay? Here's that Saturn and Pisces energy. Maybe that's the transit. That's the specific transit. It's almost like emotionally having to withdraw from everything you've ever known, everything you've ever felt pertaining to spirit. This is giving me new beginning. Understanding something pertaining to a new beginning. And it was all to help bring together spiritual prosperity. It was shadow work. Energy of the moon. Yeah. I'm seeing the energy of strength here. Utilizing your intuition as your strength. That's what I was seeing in my pre-spread. That's exactly what I was seeing in my pre-spread. You see the person that is emotionally withdrawn? That person needs the power to accelerate quickly when it comes to tapping base with source. Yep. And the way that Spirit strategically did it was taking everything away from someone that they ever thought was theirs. No. Collectively, we belong to the universe. The universe controls everything that we receive. Any type of abundance in our life, period. All right, so the minute we go through this transformation and we go through this portal, this is what we get back. Whatever was taken from you, it comes right back. But it has to be pertaining to the energy of balance. Okay? So those that have betrayed you, those that have treated you unfairly, those that have, don't worry, because their time will come. If it's not now, it will be. And they will be judged. Something has to come full circle. Let's continue to focus more so on the sacral chakra and where we're meant to create right now. Okay? That right there is through the energy of the emotional state. Sacral chakra is represented by the water elements. So that's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. And where we started off with Saturn and Pisces was the emotional withdrawal. Okay. See what I'm saying? It's keeping everybody trapped in fear. Look at all these 8s. Look, this is what I was seeing in my pre-spread. This is what I saw. It's keeping people trapped in fear. And how they're meant to have the power right now to be able to accelerate. But they're stuck in this. Okay? I wish that card would come out because I want to show you guys the actual energy of the conjunction. That's interesting in a way to explain it. That's fine. Okay. So the moon was in Sagittarius. Let's just say that we were accelerating right in Sagittarius's energy. and it went in opposition. This was just yesterday's energy. All right. Or was it the day before? Yeah, it was yesterday's energy. And where it was in opposition to feeling trapped in fear. Why do you feel that way when you should have the power through the energy of source and where we are in Leo season? This is Leo's major arcana. Having the power. All right. Now, all three of these are mutable energies and where you're supposed to remain adaptable right now. No matter what it looks like, you're supposed to remain adaptable. Anytime those transits are having squares, it's going to mean tension, oppositions, or confrontation. It's not for you to get scared and move away from it. It's for you to face it. Why is your head down? Why is your head down when you should be looking up to source so you can gain your power back? And the minute you face source, they come and give you this. And they set yourself back into balance. Wow. See what I'm saying? It's almost as if you're scared to deal with what needs to be dealt with. This is the energy of, what's that, the moon in Cancer? You may be keeping yourself in a sense of discontent and boredom, where you're supposed to be accelerating right now, putting out a message. Accelerated motion, this is a message that has to come through. It's crazy. For you to continue to have hope and faith in whatever we're accelerating towards, whatever's trying to bring us back into balance collectively. This is Aquarius's energy here. All right, so that full moon, something's happening here. This is a gift. Right here. Where is it? That's the energy of this energy right here. We're speaking about gifts. Both in the sense of sacrifice and generosity. Indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. We're speaking about the sun in Leo opposing the energy of the full moon in Aquarius. Vesta, asteroid of spirituality in Leo with the energy of source, the sun. All right, and the energy of the moon in Aquarius is where your hope and your faith lies. That's your gift. Crazy. Stand your ground. We're on this last decan of Leo season. I feel like right now is the most significant time to stand your ground. This is Mars in Leo. All right. If you have to tap in to your prideful side, your ego, whatever it may be, do that shit. I feel like right now Spirit's giving you the opportunity to go buck wild and say what you got to say. Stand your ground on what you feel is of importance. Stop the energy of feeling restricted and stuck in your head, trapped in fear. Not at all. It's not what this is supposed to be. You're supposed to be fulfilling your wishes right now. That was the whole point of the 888 portal. All right? Set your manifestations. What do you wish to come true in your life? Harmony. Relationships, happiness, love, contentment, peace. This is Gemini's energy, the Lover's card. That was the conjunction. But it was a matter of, where's the damn card? I'm going to look for it. I don't care. I need the 9 of Swords. There it goes. This is it right here. I'm showing you. Hold on. Mars in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini. The conjunction. Look at this energy. Where you know there's something out there for you, but you're trapped in fear. and suffering in silence because you don't want to speak up about something. You're afraid. You think that continuing to be emotionally withdrawn is going to bring you your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. We're speaking about Aquarius's energy. That's the star card. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your desires. I don't know how else to explain this energy, you guys. I really, really don't. I need a different deck here. My intuition has been so heightened in the last couple of days. I feel like I almost feel nervous. To be honest with you, I do. I feel nervous. All right, let's do higher self real quick, and then I'll do some messages of love, because I feel like this definitely has to do with relationships. Yeah. And then Mercury just stepped back into Leo again, you know, facing this whole opposition to the moon in Aquarius as well. That's coming up on Monday. The 19th, you guys. Keep on freaking acting like you don't know what the divine is telling you to do. Let me just say this. If you feel like you have feelings for somebody and you're afraid to speak up and you're delaying it, you're making yourself suffer in silence. Because you know what your heart space is telling you to do. Your heart is source. Say something. Speak up. You rather just accept the fucking shadow side? You've got to be kidding me. As I spoke to you about the shadow card in the deck, that's the moon. The moon is fears. The moon is knowing that you're keeping something hidden. That's crazy. It's almost like you're okay lying to yourself. Your vision is telling you exactly what it is that you want, that you need, that you desire. But you just rather say, okay, I accept, you know, what things are. I'd rather reflect it to myself and keep it hidden. That's what this is saying. When your vision is expanding right now, you know what it is that you have to do, what you want to say. It's like your intuition is showing you exactly what this is. All right, you're not alone. You're not the only one dealing with it. But you do have your guides on the other side that are protecting you through this, walking you through it. They want you to be vulnerable. That's what it is. They want you to be vulnerable. They want you to ask them for help. They can't come help you unless you ask. That's one thing I know. Trust me, I know. All right, I feel like the minute that you say something, they'll lead you right into happiness. The minute that you let that burden go that you are feeling, that's keeping you trapped in fear and stuck, you'll step right into happiness. I'm telling you, this weekend is not going to be, it's no joke. No joke. No joke. It's all a matter of divine timing. It doesn't matter. If it's supposed to happen, if it's fated to happen, it will happen. Just go with the flow if you want to. But when spirit comes through and gives you exactly what you wanted, understand that that's how source works. They just wanted you to take the first step so you can overcome that fucking fear. Because it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. They're just trying to make you understand the power that you have behind when you set your intentions on something. And if you want to experience change, tap into your fucking intuition, and it goes through the energy of the heart spaces, through love. That's where your strength comes through. That's where you head in the right direction. Everyone's worthy of this. Don't feel like you fucked up because you were afraid. You can be forgiven for that, but you have to ask for guidance. I can't. I'm done. I'm like on fire inside right now. Like my hair's just standing up. It doesn't matter as much as you see the signs and the synchronicities. You have to say something. It's your job. They're going to show you. Let's get some messages of love. All right. Why is the collective so afraid to speak up? I just heard you might feel that you're going to be imprisoned by saying something. Because that's what the Nine of Swords is. It's a card of speaking about imprisonment. 12th house energy, Pisces, it's imprisonment. No matter how you look at it. So Aquarius says, I feel like you have it the worst. Because Capricorn's in your 12th house. Ruled by Pisces, okay? And I mean, you and Capricorn are ruled by Saturn. And here you are having Saturn in your second house where you want to be free and express the energy of love. You want to, ask the divine of, pertaining to your happiness and what you value. Somebody wants commitment here. They want it with a soulmate. I mean, I can't make this shit up. You know exactly who this person is, too. So stop being a punk and say something. Do you feel neglected? And you continue to try to escape? It's only a fucking matter of time. And you're keeping yourself overwhelmed when all you want to do is mend it. And if you don't, you will fucking regret it. All right, it says, I want you to be a part of my future. I always feel connected to you. You know who this person is. Stop playing. Neglected. It says, I failed to give you what you needed. I left when things got hard. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. No, it's not. Because Spirit's telling you now is the time to do it. Accelerated motion. All right? But you're overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. That's that whole Nine of Swords energy. Stress, anxiety, worries over nothing. Because all you want to do is fix the connection. And it says, I wish this never happened. It's all a matter of, I apologize, and then I open myself to forgiveness. That's all it is. All right? Because if you don't, you'll regret it. This was the portal for that. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way that I planned. Guess what? If you go and approach this person and they're not feeling it and they haven't done their shadow work where they want to continue to hold their inside feelings, at least you let it go. You weren't afraid to say, this is what I needed and this is what I did to overcome my fear. Now I can step into my new chapter and time to move on. So whether this person accepts your apology and is willing to reconcile with you and or nah, it's cool. Okay? Somebody could be having habits here. All right. It says, I don't know if we will ever change. Maybe that's the fear that someone carries in this relationship. All right. But then there's another side of this person that feels that you guys are irreplaceable. No matter if it's your end or their end. It says the way you love can never be matched. And that person's going to know what that feels like. Okay. It's all a matter of having a conversation. And if this person is part of a third party right now, it is their responsibility to say, listen, I want to go back and reunite with this person because this person is always on my mind. And I continue to daydream about this person. I want to focus on self-love. We may have disagreements about this, but what I want in my life is reciprocity. And I know that whoever that person is the one that I feel inseparable with. Period. It's that simple. And it was all through moving through the hope of, through the energy of hope and love. And having faith in the divine that they were going to lead you and give you enough energy to do the shit. Ooh, I feel like I'm on fire, baby. Well, damn. All right. I don't know. That hit me hard. My chest is like, I got the butterflies. I ain't felt that shit in a long time. Okay? Listen, speak up. Say something, you guys. Say something. Say something. All right, I'm pulling the angel guide on this just because I feel like I want to. And I feel like it's just the energy. All right, having those stuck on the emotional state right now. Feeling scared, trapped. Almost like there's a restriction. I can't say something. This deck always gets me. It says, thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen and receive, and so it is. Screenshot that. That could be a prayer. Just saying. All right, what are the guys wanting us to know here? It may become expedient to use this very personal power to avoid catastrophe and accomplish a difficult outcome. That will be the 5th degree by the end of the night. There could be a no. Could be. All right. Maybe someone doesn't want you to go down that path, and it's okay. But if it's sitting heavy on your heart, do what you got to do. Don't be afraid to say no to this person and or accept rejection, because that's okay. Get it off your chest if you feel that way. It's holding you back from your goals. Joy and contentment is the most significant here, so that's giving me the energy of happiness. 5th house came out how many times? We're still with the sun in Leo, you guys. All right. Joy and contentment. Towards your manifestations. All right. Let's see. 3 more. All right. Honesty and communication. I feel like it's going to be significant. Okay. There was 2 that fell out. Yep. So forgiveness and understanding. We spoke about this energy. All right. And moving in the energy of being, compassionate towards others. And just trust the universe down at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you guys are all being angelically protected. By who? Your guardian angels. I feel like they're coming through with the healing energy right now. For you to clear, cancel, and release what no longer serves you, and or for you to return to someone that's heavy on your heart. All right? If you feel that you need that forgiveness, all right, in your heart space. Crystal time. A lot of people are stubborn. A lot of people are not going to go after what it is that they feel because they're afraid. And I mean, fear is a true thing, right? But Spirit wants you to trust. And that whatever happened is going to be the best outcome for all involved. So at least if you are, canceled out by this person, you've cleared that off your chest. They know that, you stand where you stand, they stand where they stand, and everybody moves on. All right. Just saying, don't be afraid of rejection. Because if you honestly feel pulled to someone's, energy, it's because they have you on their mind or, they're on yours. Let's be clear. Okay. Let's see. Chrysacolda. All right. So speaking your truth, heartfelt communication, and right speech. I mean, I can't make it up. 16. Tomorrow's the 16th. Period. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll read it out. Let's just do the relationship message because I feel like that's the most significant here. It says, trust and intimacy build when we have the courage to speak our truth. And today, Chrysacolda Spirit is here for you to support you in the right of speech. Speak your truth as you see it from the heart, using words that express the very best of you. Don't hold your tongue out of fear that you aren't enough or don't deserve to have your say. Practice telling the truth with love as a sign of respect for yourself and your experiences as you have lived them and your emotions as you have felt them. Claim your voice and use it wisely and honorably, for many truths make up the collective truth that we all share, and yours is no less valid than anyone else's and deserves to be heard. All right, so your truth deserves to be heard is what it's saying. All right, Chrysocolla Spirit Meditation says, Chrysocolla is an excellent stone to use when we need assistance in speaking up and speaking our truth. Meditation with the stone helps us open and clear the throat chakra, allowing the words of the heart to rise up and be expressed. Chrysocolla teaches us to be aware that our words carry vibration through sound and asks us to be conscious of what vibration we are choosing to send out into the world. So if you speak your truth with something, you better speak up and say it. All right? If you spoke it to the universe, don't be afraid to speak it to who the person that you were meant to speak it to. Okay? There it is. Meditate on it. Tomorrow's date is of significance. What was I hearing? I was hearing a song the other day and I couldn't get it out of my head. It was a Chris Brown song and it kept saying natural disaster. When we love, the bed shakes. I don't know. Go back and listen to that song. It's called Natural Disaster by Chris Brown. And it's giving me tower energy tomorrow. But natural disaster is almost like it's natural for you to love somebody. To be going crazy over somebody because you feel that energy to this person. Speak your truth. Tell them how you feel and tell them you love them. That's all. All right.